Hey y'all, and welcome back to another lunch talk with Empress Victoria. Woo! But today I had got Chipotle, and this is my drink from Kung Fu Tea. Yep, I got strawberry milk tea. I got Waffle House, but the Waffle House by where I'm at on East Campus is freaking closed. So I said, shoot, I ain't got no choice but to get Chipotle. Is how to stay grounded when you grow spiritually. So yeah. But I gotta get this first bite in. Ooh, they got some spice. What you say? They got some sweetness to it. It's tingling my tongue. I guess I just ain't had Chipotle in like a while. Okay, so let's get to the topic. Okay, how to stay grounded while growing spiritually. Okay. I think with me, I think my way of staying grounded is I'm learning how to be, I guess, more present in things. Like I've said, have a prayer life. Always take time out of your day to pray. Always find time to pray. Look at podcasts that talk about what you're going through when you're growing spiritually. I would say meditate. For me, too. And I think that's why I always do affirmation songs. I said because music really is healing. I said when I'm growing spiritually, I listen to music. I listen to church music. I listen to spiritual music. I listen to spiritual songs. So it's like journey your thoughts. I would say read books because when I read that psychology book, it kind of did open me up to the point I'm like, wow, I'm starting to see how I kept going through the same loops and loops again and again. So give you love and care when you grow spiritually, because sometimes it is a tough process. So you may need people that you can, talk to about what you're going through, because it's not an easy process when you grow spiritually, especially when you go through an awakening. It is not an easy process. Go through a spiritual awakening, you start to see things in a whole different light. So hey, it has its pros and cons. Another thing I say to do with when you do grow spiritually is to always make sure to always do self-care. That's the number one thing that you would need to do, is to have self-care. Always take out time for you. Always do it. Ain't nothing wrong with putting yourself first. Of that sermon with Sarah Jakes. Though I said, honey, one thing you gonna know about me, I love me some Sarah Jakes. Inspiration of isolation. So also, when you go spiritually, you may have to isolate. And that's something we always know. When God is finna elevate you, he will always separate you. He will always show you people's hearts when he grows you spiritually, mentally, and physically. God is always going to isolate you to work on you. So when you do grow spiritually, you're going to go through the isolation phase. You're going to go through it. And sometimes you really do have to know when is the time for you to get out of isolation. You may need people that you can talk to while you're in isolation season. And then that's why when you come back out, you look like a whole different type of person, because God has been working on you behind the scenes. So you're not going to be able to do the same things that you used to do. You're not going to relate to the same things your old self would, because you've been rebirthed. You've been pruned. You went through a pruning phase, and I don't know, I think of things of like, sometimes you can't, when people grow spiritually, everybody's not to see, I don't know, I feel like people are not really meant to see all of your process. You're meant to tell some of it, but I feel like you're not meant to tell all. So when you do go through that process, you do have to isolate, because not everybody is meant to see your isolation process, because you have to be worked on. You have to be pruned, just like a diamond. Just like I would my affirmation song. Diamonds are made out of pressure. So when you're being pressured, you're being pressured, you're being pressured. But you're being made a diamond. You're being made, so when you are growing spiritually, you may be pressured. You might be going through many storms and many obstacles, but you're being made to be a diamond. So when you do come out, you're shining. Isolation is a bad thing. Take it sometimes as I'm being pruned, I'm being pressured, I'm being refined to another person, to be another person. Make sure to meditate. Meditate on the word. Meditate anyway. Just meditate. Take time to process what you're reading. Take time to process what you're journaling. Always write down your thoughts when you're growing spiritually. That's why I said look at sermons. Look at Sarah Jakes. Look at other people. Look at podcasts. I look at Girl Just Heal podcast because she talks about the pruning process. How do we want things of the new if we're still holding on to things of the old? So what you got to do? You got to be pruned. You got to go through the isolation process. God will always isolate you. And God will always show you the hearts of other people when he's about to elevate you, when he's finna promote you. You got to always see the heart of everybody around. You got to always see it. You got to always see people's intentions, because you can't build a solid foundation on things of the old. You can't build a foundation on old dirt. It's going to what? Break down. So yeah, that's really my view of what to do when you're growing spiritually. And that's all. And I'm going to keep enjoying my food because I'm really thinking about my food when I'm talking. So that's why I'm going in and out, because I'm really thinking about just eating that food. But all right, I'll see y'all later. I love y'all. Have a blessed day.